Things move awfully fast in the 90s. That trend-setting design you came up with 2 years ago is starting to look charming and quaint, and if you don't keep moving, you'll get squashed flatter than a computer chip. That leads us to Breach 3 from Omnitrend, a new look at a classic favorite scheduled for release by Impressions at the end of June. You're seeing this game because Breach 2 was very successful, but it had been out for a couple of years. Designers being designers, that provided an excuse to update the game using the latest technology. As before, the game takes place in the same universe featured in Rules of Engagement 2. The good guys, that's you, work for the Federated Worlds, while the forces of evil are backed by the United Democracy of Planets. Just to provide you with a challenge, the UDP is aligned with aliens. The biggest difference between Breach 3 and the older versions is in the gameplay. You're the squad leader in charge of a unit that can include up to 9 additional Marines. You can move your character around and give specific orders to any or all of your soldiers. Unlike its predecessor, Breach 3 takes place in real time. If you get completely overwhelmed and decide you need some time to think, however, you can pause the game. This lets you spend as much time as you need pondering how to extricate yourself from your present mess, then return to the action. Keep in mind, though, that certain actions require a certain period of time to be completed, whether you use the pause function or not. If you notice one of your Marines about to be fragged by a grenade, you can pause the game, stopping the grenade in midair, and instruct the endangered soldier to run away. However, when you return to the action, the grenade will resume its flight, and you better hope your Marine's hobby is running track. Breach 3's interface is entirely mouse-based. The designers are using a streamlined version of the multi-function panels of Rules of Engagement 2. You can shift your view to any player by clicking on his picture in the communications panel. Status reports on all of the soldiers are available at all times, and you can call up the overview map at any time. Presently under construction, so to speak, is the way you control your own character. The designers are trying to create an interface, somewhat like a Sierra game, that will allow you to click on destinations and change your character's task without having to go to a specific location. The more missions your character fights, the better he'll get. To win a game, you must successfully complete a campaign. You can build your own campaign or use one already built into the game. The prospects for Breach 3 look extremely promising. It's based on games that have already proven themselves, and fans of the old Breach and Rules of Engagement releases should be eager to play their old favorites with a technology upgrade.